essentially we employed an engineer to inspect our house and take core samples and send off to the lab to get testing done. That engineer came back with all the lab results and basically says that our house needs to be demolished. The housing agency has now looked at that original engineer's report and says that we should carry out repairs rather than demolish. So yeah, they've conflicted the original engineer.
We're living in a house that at the minute it's not suitable for our family. You know, we wasn't our dream. We want to just be in a home that's ours. It doesn't feel like that at the moment. We look around us, we see one house demolished and rebuilt, we see two being reconstructed, and we get up every day and seeing that, and we come home 2 or 3 times a day for me, maybe, lifting the kids from school and seeing the movement of everybody's lives getting on. But we're coming out with a different result, and we feel
we're in limbo and we can't move on.
We can't move on, and we just feel a bit discriminated against in the whole thing. And for us as a couple and a family, we just want to move on.
We need the house to be demolished and start again.
Because we can't, like, the cracks are starting to show internally, and they expect us to keep these internal walls and the roof. And they're starting. We just can't move on.
Mm-hmm. Well, cracking, number one. We've also seen movement in the windows. You know, you're starting to see gaps now in the windows. Our front doors really, really sticky to open, so I'm assuming there's something. It's just slight little movements, you know, that you can see, as I said, like in the likes of windows and doors, you know, and of course the cracks. We also have realised, unbeknownst to us, but there's damp in the house. Again, it's kind of around the windows, doors sort of area. We hadn't noticed it. I think when you're living somewhere, you mightn't notice these things, but we just, you know, we got the smell and could see very clearly that there's damp coming into the house as well, and blue mould. The condensation in the windows in the morning like this is shocking. It's literally running down the window, so I'm out every morning with my little hoover, you know, getting rid of that, because we all know it's not nice, it's not healthy to have mould in your home, you know, especially when you're raising a family. Nearly 2 years now since the engineer came out to my house, and I said to him, you know, how long do you think we have before the house, you know, gets really bad? Because that's not something that I really want to have to deal with. But I just asked him, and he said, because everything's so uncertain in terms of you know, the science and that, which, you know, is more certain now at this stage. But he said he felt our home would have about 5 years left. And that's nearly 2 years ago now. And really and truly, the deterioration in the last year alone makes me think he was probably right. You know, that we probably only have another 3 years before, you know, like some people, you'll be able to put our hands through the walls. But, you know, as I said, it's hard to think about that, but that's what we've been told.